Turning now to an unexpected wartime shakeup as Russian President Vladimir Putin has replaced his defense minister, instead appointing him to lead the country's National Security Council. It comes less than a week after Putin began his historic fifth term in office. Sergei Shoigu is the now ousted minister. He's a longtime Putin ally who oversaw the 2014 and 2022 invasions of Ukraine. But just last year, he faced a revolt from the Wagner mercenary group. The leader of that group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, who died in a plane crash last summer, blamed Shoigu for failures on the battlefield in Ukraine. Putin has since nominated an economist and a former deputy prime minister to succeed Shoigu. But the reshuffle comes amid fierce fighting, particularly in northern Ukraine. Yesterday, Russia's Ministry of Defense claimed to have made tactical gains in the Kharkiv region. Joining me now on set is former U.S. ambassador to Ukraine and the vice president for Russia and Europe at the U.S. Institute of Peace, former Ambassador Bill Taylor. Ambassador, thank you for being here. For those of us that don't know these Russian military leaders like the back of our hand, what does this mean that this minister has been replaced by Vladimir Putin?
Ryan, of course, as you say, the decision maker is President Putin. And Shoigu has not been particularly successful. It was a disaster at the beginning of the war, as you point out. And what this might mean is, with the appointment of this economist as the Minister of Defense, it might mean that Putin realizes that he's not doing particularly well. I mean, he's making some gains around Kharkiv right now, and they've got more weapons that they're pushing in. But the Ukrainians are now providing they're moving the weapons that we've now finally provided to the front. And so it looks like it may be longer for Putin, and he's got to get an economist in there to help him worry about resources.
And because economist doesn't necessarily mean money, right? That's the study of scarce resources, right? It's using your weapons the most efficiently, right?
Weapons and other resources like manpower, defense production is all part of what he's worried about. Rightly so. The sanctions, even though they've not stopped him, have certainly complicated the economist's work in Russia.
And what does this mean for Shoigu? This is a demotion, right? That he's being moved to the National Security Council?
Well, it's the National Security Council, and so he's still in the inner circle. The person who left, Patrushev, is getting a demotion, we guess. They haven't said where he's going. But Shoigu has been with Putin for a long time and will still be there. And now he'll have a little bit broader responsibilities, including other national security things, not just the defense ministry.
Okay, so we talked about this before we went on the air, but that $61 billion aid package finally approved by the United States, headed for Ukraine. But it's got to get there quickly, right? And does it help Ukraine's morale that they know this is coming, or does it really need to get there in order for them to kind of hold off the Russian push?
Both. It helps their morale, no doubt. Their morale went way up when that passed. But it does need to get there fast. It needs to get there in quantity. It needs to get there in particular on the air defense. I mean, the problem that the Ukrainians have is they're out of air defense missiles, and so the Russians are able to dominate the skies, in particular around Kharkiv, just as you just said.
Yeah. And will there be new weapons and new capabilities that Ukraine will be able to take advantage of now that they have this additional funding and resources?
There are new capabilities. One of them we talked about last time is these long-range ATACMS missiles that actually, just before this latest $61 billion was passed, started to flow into Ukraine. But that's new. That is only within the past 2 months or so been able, and the Ukrainians can use these long-range weapons to disrupt the deep into occupied territory.
And, you know, we mentioned the gains that Russia has seen. Ukraine's even admitted that they've made gains in the Kharkiv region. How do they turn the tide now? Are they able to go on the offensive? Are they still just holding off Russia's front line, or can they start to push them back at some point?
At some point they can. At some point they can. They have to build up. They have to get the weapons that we're providing in. They have to retrain. They have to get more soldiers. They also have to be able to go deep, actually, into areas where the Russians are launching their attacks. The Russians are launching their attacks from Russian territory into Kharkiv. Kharkiv is close to the border. So in order to stop that, in order to defend Ukrainian territory, the Ukrainians have to shoot into the Russian territory, and that the United States and others have not allowed them to do with Western weapons.
If they're unable to do it, if they are able to push further in, How devastating could that be for Ukraine? How much of a setback would it be?
It would be a setback if the Russians can take Kharkiv. Now, that said, Kharkiv is nearly 2 million people. The Russians don't have that many soldiers. They are short of soldiers as well. They can build up soldiers, but right now they don't have the capability to take Kharkiv. The people in Kharkiv are defending their own land, their own city, their own neighborhoods. That is a major factor for the Ukrainians.
I mean, that's been part of Ukraine's kind of secret weapon the entire time, right? The resilience of their people. That continues even at this stage of the war that's dragged on for so long.
It does, and you're right. It's been over 2 years, 2.5 years coming up, and people are tired. The Ukrainians are tired. The Russians are as well. But the Ukrainians have no place to go. They have no choice but to continue to fight, and they are willing and able and clearly succeeding in continuing the fight.
So we talked about the need to get this $61 billion in aid there quickly as possible. How long could it last? Will they come calling to the United States again for help in the near future? How soon could it be?
The calculations are, even at an accelerated rate of expenditure, through the end of this year, this calendar year. 61 billion is a lot of money. Some 40 or 50 of that is for weapons, and we've provided only about 45 in the last 2 years. So this is a lot of money that is going to allow them to fight and eventually take the initiative toward the end of this year or into early next.
Okay, Ambassador Bill Taylor, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.